Is Dak enough to keep the Cowboys afloat?
No, he is not, sir. And it's no knock on my dog, Dak Prescott. It's going to be a fast-paced show. I need y'all to keep up with me. I'm starting with the big boy.
No wonder you ain't fully dressed.
We going to the big boy. We going. I see people power walk like this. I have to get over here in time. Now, look.
What?
When I talk about quarterbacks and Dak not necessarily being good enough to keep the Cowboys afloat, I look at 4 groups of quarterbacks, America, and y'all can't really deny it. There are bad quarterbacks, Sel. There are good quarterbacks, Sel. There are really good quarterbacks, Sel. And then there are overcomers. Now, y'all rock with me. Think about your favorite quarterback and where he lands. I'm not going to talk about the bad ones, so let's just start with them good dudes. The good quarterbacks, they're not really good, not overcomers, but Teddy B, he's a good quarterback. You can't deny it. He wins where he goes. Derek Carr, he reminded everyone on primetime, he's a good quarterback. He started out flirting with really great. Kirk Cousins, no denying that he is a good quarterback. He's not bad. I don't think he's elite, but he's good. Then you got that dude, Tyrod Taylor. He's a good quarterback. He won some games. He's won in Buffalo, won a couple games in Cleveland. He won in Houston. But now let's move to that next tier where Dak Prescott falls, the really good QBs. Josh Allen. That boy is really good. Lamar Jackson, unanimous MVP, undeniably really good. Dak Prescott, career winner. When he's on the field, typically the Cowboys win games. He's really good. And my dog Matthew Stafford, y'all already know what time it is with that dude Stafford. Talent-wise, one of the best we've seen, but overall, really good. But Sel, here is where Dak lacks.
Dak lacks.
Because that next tier is the tier of overcomers. I'm going to break this down for y'all so simply. Let's start with Russell Wilson. We're going to start on this side. Russell Wilson, remember last year, he started 5-0, though his team had the worst defense in the NFL and one of the worst in Seahawks history. Russell Wilson is an overcomer. Aaron Rodgers, without Devontae Adams, without maybe the best receiver in the league, he's a career 6-0, at least the last 3 years without Devontae Adams. He is a overcomer. Patrick Mahomes, I have an asterisk by him because he hasn't had to overcome, but I would safely assume that if Tyreek Hill or Kelsey were to go down without meaningful minutes, meaningful games, he'd be an overcomer. Tom Brady, go back to 2004. Secondary so decimated that they were starting Troy Brown playing significant time at the nickelback position, a wide receiver. Overcomer. This is a group of overcomers. So Dak Prescott is really good. But still, it takes an overcomer to keep a team afloat when you are so decimated by injuries. No, I don't think Dak can keep the Cowboys afloat. Not because he's not really good, not because he's not in really good company, but still, he's not in that next tier, my dog, of overcomers.
Go over here. Merengue sauce over here. I like that. Look at you, boy, showing that ankle cleavage. Oh, look at you. You have everything going except buttoned up and no lotion on them ankles.
I lotioned them today.
No, you did?
I did.
Boy, you need
not twice.
Boy, you need baby oil then. You might need some Crisco or something. What the hell wrong with your ankles? Okay, here we go. Woo! I got so many things to attack right now. Golly, why you give me all these punching bags? Everything you said was bad, good, really good, and you overcame some things. But you know what? In totality, man, let's just start off with the bad. How the hell you gonna take a shot at Dak Prescott? Is Dak good enough to keep the Cowboys afloat? Absolutely. You're just gonna act like Dak Prescott didn't just put up a winning performance. Winning performance, not winning outcome, winning performance, and damn near by himself, single-handedly beat the champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, he didn't have Zeke. Zeke wasn't helping. He was helping the other team. He didn't have his kicker. His kicker wasn't helping him. Greg Zeke was helping the other team. And the referee, oh, come on, man. I believe you now, Acho. That was offensive PI. Yeah, they should have called that one. Oh, but they didn't. Everybody going against Dak Prescott. And what did Dak Prescott go out there and do? Single-handedly overcoming his offensive line issues. You know what he did? He went out there and went 42 of 58, 72% completion percentage, 403 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and a 101 passer rating. People could get lost in those gaudy numbers, but let's talk about what those numbers look like to Dak. It was only the second time, Acho, I'm going to slow this down,
please,
in Dak's career when he had a completion percentage of 72 or greater and lost. Dak is now 16-2 in games like that. Basically, what I'm saying to you is Dak does that. They win 16 games and have only lost 1 before we saw it last week. Mind-blowing, Marcellus. How'd you find that nugget? Because I like Andy. Andy's a great researcher. All right, Dak has now thrown for 400 or more yards in 4 of his last 5 starts. Dak has now had 3 or more passing touchdowns in 3 of his last 4 starts. Dak is second in passing yards after week 1. Fifth with 3 passing touchdowns after week 1. And you saying you don't know if Dak can keep the Cowboys alive? Keep them alive? He's the only reason why they have a heartbeat right now. Now let's get into your points over there. That big boy. I ain't running over there because I'm already sweating. If I go over there, I come back, I'm drenched. Here's the thing. You had the nerve to put Tom Brady on the same tier with other people.
Yes, sir.
You should know as an analyst that's already strike 1, 2, and 3 probably. No one else compares to Tom Brady. I don't know why. You don't know why. That keeps us employed. Because if we know the answer, football's over. Because we don't understand Tom Brady. He's by himself. How in the hell did you put Patrick Mahomes up there as an overcomer? Did he overcome that offensive line?
Did you not hear me? You don't listen when I talk.
I heard you.
Don't listen when I talk. I put an asterisk by his name because I said he ain't had to overcome yet.
Yes, thank you. Did you see who the asterisk with Russell Wilson? You think I'm only coming out here single-handed? No, I'm loaded. Did you put an asterisk by Russell Wilson? I just started at the top. Did you put one by him in his 3-6 playoff record of late? No. Did you put one by Aaron Rodgers in his 1-4 championship record? Tom Brady done won as many NFC championship games as him. Did you? Are they overcome? Are he overcoming that non-top 10 defense out there? Bruh, I don't like when you go up there and you start to cook the books or cook the logic. All I'm saying is, last time I saw Dak Prescott healthy, he had the #1 total offense, 2019. I ain't even talking about that abbreviated season last year where he still was on NFL historical pace. Also, Dak Prescott, when healthy, has never had a losing season. You add up all the gumbo I'm cooking, it tastes better than you running to that big boy.
So let me ask you a question, sir. I know you spend a lot of time in the entertainment industry, just you have an affinity for it. Did you ever see the movie Fences? Denzel, Viola Davis, you ever see that?
No, like a Chicago basement.
It was a good movie. It was a good movie.
I know.
Did you see Denzel's movie Flight, American Gangster?
I saw American Gangster, can't lie and say it was great.
That's fine, but you saw American Gangster.
I don't remember that.
Nonetheless,
all right, go.
I bring this up to say there's a difference between winning performances and a winning outcome. Because all them movies, Denzel did not win no Academy Awards for them. So don't talk to me about winning performances that Dak Prescott
really? We're not going to do that?
No. I want to hear about winning outcomes, sir, not winning performances. Now, I'm going to break this down further because it's really indisputable. This is not subjective. It is objective. Matthew Stafford's really good. No denying that. He's really good. But he's 0-3 in the playoffs, and he could not overcome his poorest situation with the Detroit Lions. No knock on him. He's still really good. Josh Allen, really good. But before he had Diggs, before Beasley was in that slot eating, he was 10-6. Now, you give him Diggs, you give him Beasley, he balling. But Josh Allen was not overcoming. Lamar Jackson is a beast. Unanimous MVP. But whether you want to call it Greg Roman, whether you want to call it a lack of a superstar wide receiver, whether you want to call it Harbaugh, he has not been able to overcome. Dak Prescott, rookie season, got an MVP vote. Let's go, Dak.
Let's go, Dak.
But he also had maybe the best offensive line we've seen since the turn of the century. He also had a younger Dez Bryant. He had 3 Hall of Famers on that offensive line, at least 2. You know, Tyron Smith going in and Zach Martin probably going in. So he had one of the best offensive lines we've seen since the turn of the century. He had a younger Dez. He had a younger Cole Beasley. And he had a pre-retirement Jason Witten. But the second Dak Prescott lost that. Dez. 2017, you hurt. Jason Witten, you already contemplating retirement. Now you about to get up out of here. Tyron Smith, you missed 3 games and were injured the majority of the season. He did not overcome. It's not a knock, y'all. Dak is really, really good. We have to learn in life that you can be really good and not yet be an overcomer. Now, why did I bring up my dog Russ?
Not an overcomer?
No, because look. Okay. The Seahawks and the Cowboys had the 31st ranked defense and the 32nd ranked defense, respectively, last year in the first 4 games of the season. One team, the Seahawks, were 4-0 with the 31st ranked defense. One team, the Dallas Cowboys, were 1-3 with the 32nd ranked defense. We saw the Cowboys and the Seahawks play each other. We saw that game come down to the final 4 possessions. Dak, Russ. Dak, Russ. Dak got a field goal, Russ got a touchdown. Dak got a field goal, Russ got a touchdown. One is an overcomer. They are both really good. But one can keep their team afloat in the midst of the chaos. Dak Prescott has not proven himself to do that. I'm not giving you anything that's subject to my own opinion. I'm only giving you objective data based on what we've seen over the course of Dak Prescott's career. Really good, America. Please don't tweet at me. Please don't DM me. Please don't text me. I don't check my DMs anyway. Unless.
My dog.
He's really good, but he is not an overcomer.
I can't. I really can't. One day you tell me the marketplace determines your value, but the next day you go up there with some ashy ankles and you make up your own list and start telling me that's the value.
Lotion.
Look, okay, lotion, but not enough. But now you go up there and tell me that's the value placement. Did the marketplace tell me what Dak is valued? I should trust that more than I should trust you, or should I trust you more than that? Make up your mind, make up your days. You told me yesterday to trust the marketplace. I will. Dak is what, the third highest paid player in NFL history? Sounds like okay, but forget all that because you're trying to say this is not my subjective opinion. No, this is my subjective opinion, laced with objective facts. Who has the most wins since Dak has been in the NFL? 2016, 2019 seasons. We're talking about all his healthy starting seasons. Who has the most wins? Tom Brady. Come on, man. I keep telling you, dog, the NFL will be answered once you can figure out Tom Brady. Tom Brady's number one. Who's right behind him, though? I wonder. I wonder if you know who it is. It's Dak Prescott, number two. Oh, Acho, not an overcomer. And you just told me how porous his defenses have been. You just told me that Zeke has been in decline every year since his rookie year. But it ain't Dak Prescott overcoming. Let's go somewhere else. I give you another name since you want to mention all these overcomers and not mention Dak Prescott. Who has the highest passer rating in their first 5 seasons in NFL history since the Super Bowl era? It's Russell Wilson, but he's an overcomer. Who's number 2? Damn, I wonder if you know it's Dak Prescott. Once again, Dak Prescott shows he overcomes. But everybody who he's on the list with can become an overcomer. I can even go all time. Dan Marino's number 3. But you won't put Dak Prescott in the same category as though he has qualified with those same greats in that category? Make it make sense, Acho, because right now, your subjective talk is starting to sound a little haterade.
You just don't listen.
I do. That's the problem. Y'all don't realize what I got to deal with up here. Y'all get to watch this show right now. Y'all might be at the couch. Y'all might be at the work. Y'all might be chilling, taking a day off.
At the work? If they at work watching us,
I know.
They ain't going to be laughing.
Nice.
I get it.
They chilling, and y'all don't realize I'm up here suffering. Pain and suffering trying to talk to this hard-headed individual.
I am hard-headed. I agree with that.
So,
yeah.
Dak Prescott, you know his record because you always regurgitate it to me versus the NFC East. He's 19-6.
Nice.
Great. But Dak Prescott versus everybody else.
Who everybody else?
23-22.
Who's everybody else?
He real average. So, yes, Dak Prescott might be able to overcome versus the NFC East, but when I look at how he plays versus everybody else, it don't look all that good. So I'm not even, one, I'm not being rude. 2,
One, it comes to 2. We got to go there.
We're doing a show.
And we about to go there.
Show.
Okay, keep going.
Okay.
You are done. This is over.
The first thing is this.
What?
I'm being kind.
No, you're not.
I come up here every now and then. I give y'all a hot take. I can't stand Acho. Why is he always talking about Dak? I spent the majority of the first 13 minutes of the show saying he's really good. It's fine to be really good. It's fine to go to Columbia. Everybody can't go to Harvard. Okay, everybody can. Okay, so just because it's fun, you live a great life.
Shut your trap.
You live a great life. Everybody can't go to Harvard. Everybody can't be an overcomer. Dak Prescott, really good, but when push comes to shove, he's never proven to be able to keep his team afloat, big dog. Ever. Ever in life.
Okay, I'm about to show you this right now. That was amazing. Acho, you are really fighting for this one. Yes. And maybe winning. I'm not sure about this. This is no knockout in this round. Here's the thing. You told me yesterday, and you just implied right now, that Dak against other teams. What you basically were saying, the good teams. What you yesterday were saying, the playoff teams, because the NFC East is the NFC East.
Of course.
I understand you, Acho. Oh, I love my life. Dak last season versus team that made the playoffs. What was his record? 0-3. You talked about it yesterday. I looked it up. I said, we talk so fast and we like each other. Sometimes we don't want to refute in the moment. Let me make sure. I made sure. He was donut. 0-3. But how did Dak play? Oh, my God. 413 passing yards average? How did he play? 8 touchdowns, only 3 picks? 101 passer rating? Wait a minute. We losing against these teams, but damn, you can't point at me, Coach. Red dot is not on Dak.
Fair. That's fair.
Let's go to this. Last 7 games, teams that made the playoffs. Okay. I was like, what's the record? 1-6. Uh-oh.
Better go somewhere.
Uh-oh. But
go somewhere.
What's the passing yards? 340? 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 2-1. 93 passer rating, which is dropped, but still above that.
Of course.
It ain't red dot on Dak.
It's not.
And you know you've been there before. When you sit there, I've been there before. 2 sacks. And everybody, we lost. I can't even pop champagne. I'm like, damn, dog, I balled out. Then I've been there before and we won. I ain't do jack, and I'm sitting there celebrating. So don't you let Dak get washed away in the wash.
Okay, I got my best take coming up now. I saved the best for last. I apologize.
Coming
if
up.
you only tuned into the first 15. Because at the 16th minute, it's going in.
Okay.
I love my dog because my dog loves track. I love my dog because my dog loves track.
I was
and
watching
field.
it last night.
That's why I love my dog.
Grand
So
Prix.
we going to talk, America.
Let's go.
In a 4x4 100-meter relay, 4x4 100-meter relay,
Mile relay.
that anchor leg, now it's your best leg. In a 4x1, sometimes it depends. But in that mile relay, 4 people running 4 laps, that last person running that last lap, my dog, typically it is your best leg, but I know you've told me before, y'all had another fast guy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it's typically your best leg.
Yeah.
Some dudes and some dudettes, some men and some women.
It is a different world.
They run very fast legs.
Yes.
But
Yes.
there are individuals who you can give the baton to, and you know, regardless of what they have to make up, they're just going to win.
They're just going to get it.
They're just going to get it.
Great
If I
point.
need you to go run a
Great
47 split as a woman, you're going to give me a 47.
Yeah.
If I need you to go run a 43 as a man, you're going to give me a 43. Now, it's not to say the woman who ran 48.5, that's a very fast split, didn't run fast. But there are some people where, regardless of the distance, they're just going to win. I'm with you that when Dak plays these games, he is running a very fast split. 8 touchdowns, 3 picks, over 400 yards. I'm giving you all of that. Dak is doing his job. But there are some people, Allison Felix. There are some people, Usain Bolt. There are some people, soon to be Sidney McLaughlin. There are some people, Athing Mo. There are some people, Michael Johnson. There are some people that, when they get the baton,
Matter.
I ain't got to watch.
I ain't got to watch.
I just got to wait for them to cross the finish line. And that's where I'm at. Dak Prescott will run a fast split, but Tom Brady, you give him the baton last possession of the game. Russell Wilson, he get the ball last possession of the game. Aaron Rodgers, he get the ball typically last possession of the game. Patrick Mahomes, he get the ball last possession of the game. I ain't got to watch. Y'all just let me know when we win. And that is where the overcomers are, and Dak's just not there yet. I'm going to break because I just went with the knockout.
No, I'm going to give you this.
My dog!
You dropped the mic on me right there. I ain't mad at that.